Howdy folks, how are we all doing today? Another nice, lovely Saturday, and got some cool coins here. Been waiting a long time for these. In terms of the numismatic releases this year, this has got to be one of the bigger deals that I've been eagerly awaiting, and I know many of you have as well. And yeah, I've been following and tracking these since it was first mentioned, and I did write a letter to my congressman, and I think I sent some emails to other people involved trying to get the legislation passed, and that was probably in like 2019 even. So it's been 2 or 3 years almost. And I think for the most part, the Mint did a good job. Now, we all know that the releases were not that good on the website. That's terrible. I did not get the Carson City or the New Orleans, but happy with what I got, and I bought so many. You can see I've got some on the table here because I do intend to flip a couple. And yeah, let's take a look. Just give a brief little first impressions video. So this one should be a San Francisco. And overall, I think they're pretty nice. Excuse me. Now, some people are upset that they're not proof-like fields, and I don't know. Frankly, I would prefer this. I know on a lot of the videos talking about the coins the last couple years, I was writing that I'd prefer a business strike, a nice matte finish, and hey look, I think I got my way. Although, if I was to really nitpick, it is somewhat of like a burnished, or almost like a lightly tumbled planchet. And what that does, if you're looking at it, they don't really do like a cartwheel type luster. And I'm not taking out the capsule. That's actually the capsule that's cartwheeling. But now these are lovely. Look at all the detail on the hair, the cap. Very, very nice. It's 2021. One thing I never noticed, but I never really closely examined these Morgan dollars. You do see the Henry Morgan initial, at least I believe that's what that is, on her neckline. But, you know, that's very discreet, which is the way it should be compared to the new American Silver Eagles with those not one but two giant monograms at the bottom. Really ridiculous. No, I don't mind if you designed a nice looking coin, but like keep your initials to a, you know, a nice, very small, kind of like a little Easter egg. Most people shouldn't even notice it's there. You don't want them heavily prominent, you know. But anyways, we'll keep going through. I got one more box coming. I think it's just a couple Denver Mint coins. I do have one Denver that came in. So that's one of the San Franciscos. Now, like I said, I didn't get any of the Carson City or New Orleans, but those weren't minted there anyways. Those were just privy marks, which I'm not a fan of. So I wasn't really terribly disappointed. The New Orleans privy looks not good. It looks like a little egg. A little egg. I don't know what to say. And the Carson City doesn't look great either. It's, you know, they should have made the platform of the privy, you know, because the little privy initials, they're on like a little oval or a little circle. You could have made like a little designed medallion or some sort of, I think they did that on the VZ75 privy, or it was like the World War II anniversary. It looked a little different, looked a little nicer. You could have come up with a little better platform. I'll tell you, that oval egg on the O, that is really something. Poorly executed. So these I'm happy with because they're all minted at the respective mints. Yeah, Philadelphia. Here's a Philadelphia. Let's take a look. Denver, San Francisco. And I got some of the peace dollars as well. We'll take a look at that. Now, I've gone through, I think, most of these boxes, and quite a few of them came loose. You know, they come in these cheap boxes. The mint needs to improve the packaging because, again, they're charging you more for these type of coins, including the proofs, proof eagles and everything, and half of them were out of the little slot. You know, they were like this off to the side. I did have one that actually came out of the capsule, and you know what? That one got scratched a little bit, so that's not good. This is a Philadelphia again. Hopefully my camera can do it justice. Got a couple lights here, and we are getting a bit of a glare on it. But overall, not bad. I can understand some people were saying they had hoped that the finish would have been a little more closely in line with the original, which was slightly more polished, and it would give you a nice cartwheel. But overall, I can't complain. We haven't looked closely at the eagle yet. Some people really love these Morgan dollars, and I mean, big-time collectors paying big bucks on the old Morgan dollars. You know, they see it as like the flagship, you know, the nicest American coin you can collect. I don't know. I think it's a nice coin. I like silver dollars, but I don't think it's the greatest. That eagle, it looks like a butterfly. Its profile. And this is the funny thing. So this is, in my opinion, this is almost like a childlike render of an eagle. Almost amateur, really. Like, have you ever seen an eagle in your life? Not to really criticize the guy. I couldn't make a better one, but... which is funny because on the new American silver eagles, people are calling them... I was trying to make sure I didn't say seagull. People are comparing them to seagulls. And I was saying originally that coins don't usually do well if you're trying to get like a photorealism on an image. Usually you need a little bit of interpretation, a little bit of symbology. Works better. I don't have any good coins like that on the table, I don't think. But actually I do. Well, let me show you real quick because these are... I just noticed I had some copper rounds sitting here, and I think, I could be mistaken, yeah, something like this, you know. So this would have been like an old silver coin, and, front is what it is. I think it's the, what do they call that? The bust, Liberty, big bust. Anyways, on the reverse, look at that eagle. Do you think he was going for photorealism? I don't know how closely this follows the original. I think pretty closely, though. But at the same time, symbolically, that's not bad. And it's not terrible. This was similar on the gold pieces, too. That kind of thing. I do have one Morgan dollar sitting here. It's a really junky one. It used to have like a really dark patina. I dipped it, I'm not gonna lie, because I like silvery looking coins. It's still got a lot of patina around the edges. And actually this is pretty worn pretty thin. And the only reason you can kind of make out all the devices and everything is because of that patina. If I dipped it any longer, and I got this thing like blast white. It's so worn, you wouldn't really see any of the relief or anything of the picture. So it's sometimes it's good to have a little bit of a patina on a coin. Like this is an old Belgian coin. It's got patina. If I was to really dip this or something, you wouldn't even be able to see hardly anything of the wording or the image. So sometimes it's good to have patina. It actually kind of highlights, because the raised surfaces will be kind of whiter, and then you'll have the darker patina down in the crevices. So anyways, I don't know where I'm going with that. This is a worn 1879 Philadelphia, I think. It's got that crazy eagle. Gothic script. We don't have many coins in the country with a Gothic script, but I don't know. I don't know why he chose that. It looks pretty good. These came out around 1878, 79, right around there. I think I was talking about the eagle, but let's go back to we're already at 11 minutes, so I'll get it going here. Anyways, looks pretty good. I did sell a couple of the Pinehurst, so once I get that final shipment in, I locked in a pretty good price on a few of them at Pinehurst Coins, so I'll try to send a few their way. But these are super nice for the most part. I'll show you right now while I'm thinking of it. One that fell out of the capsule. It's hard for me to multitask here. I'm trying not to damage the box, because they're a little chintzy. They come in this little cardboard slip thing that barely fits around the edges, and yeah, not the greatest packaging. Yeah, so this one was from Denver. Unfortunately, it fell out. It wasn't badly damaged. This is a nitpick. I mean, it shouldn't have ever come out of the capsule, let's be honest, but very hard to see. You might not even see the scratch. It got a scratch, I think, right on the cheek, kind of under the eye. Excuse my furnace is kicking on there. We'll find the scratch. Should show up it shows up at one angle only. So, yeah, right there, I think you can kind of see it's kind of like a diagonal scratch. Excuse the shaky hand. I don't have a good... I'm kind of leaning over my table. Yeah, right there, you can see that scratch. It's a very hairline. You can only see it that one angle. And then any other angle, you wouldn't even notice it, but... this one I think I'm sending to Pinehurst as part of their procurement. I'll keep the nice one. Ooh, that almost looked like a fingerprint, but that must be on the capsule. It's already disappeared. Yep, we got the D mint mark. Yes, indeed. In God we trust. Yeah, no, these are nice. I'll tell you what, though, my favorite of this whole series was these. Yep, the peace dollar. Very, very nice indeed. Boy, I'm just stealing all of Sal's Salisms. Give it a nice little brush on my shirt. All of his banter. The date looks kooky, huh? Go back to this one. I think that's a different font, which is probably realistic. I'm assuming they took the same font from each design. Yeah, pretty much same fonts from the original. It's just the font on the piece dollar just looks a little Art Nouveau. Now, what I was saying earlier, I think when I was talking about the crazy eagles on the Morgan, I don't know, I think they're okay. Lady Liberty, she looks okay. But boy, I like the peace dollar. That's a stunner. It's got like a coronet crown almost, like a Romanesque crown of light. What do they call it? Well, they call it the corona. I think they call it the illuminate or the illuminated crown. But it's Liberty, not tyranny. Beautiful design. This is like a high relief 1921 replica, 2021 anniversary. It just looks so well sculpted. It looks like a piece of art. Her hair, like all the detail in it, right there, you can kind of see. Very, very cool. And this eagle, I like this eagle too. Now this was most of the production strikes in the 20s and 30s are pretty low relief here. So they never really stood out too well, the design. You can still read them and all, but this is like a nice high relief. It's a great looking eagle too. And of course, the nice thing about it, this was back when they made coins where like the obverse and the reverse, it was this similar type art design. You know, they made it together well. You know, I know Sal from what is his channel, Salve Metal. He critiques a lot of coins because the obverse and the reverse don't really match like the art styles, and that's kind of true. You should have some similar design language. But what a beauty, huh? And this is the rarest of them all. I mean, I think all the Morgan dollars had a mintage of 175,000. This one was 200,000, but there was only one. Whereas you had the Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, Nolens, and Carson City. So you had 5 of the other ones. So I mean, it was close to a million of the others. Not quite, I guess, but this one only 200,000. I think this is the nicest one or the rarest. I like it. Of course, you definitely got more Morgan collectors out there, I think, than piece dollar collectors, and the Morgans have traditionally always brought a higher premium. Yeah, this is my scratched one from Denver. Shame they had some crummy packaging. See that hairline scratch. Anyways, pretty cool. I'm pleased overall. Pretty much got what I wanted. Prices came in a little bit high. Would have been nice if they had been a little bit more affordable. But hopefully we'll keep getting some nice coins from the mint. Talk to you later.